This is the Rangers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, I'll tell you what, that could have gone really, really bad, but instead it ended up going really, really well. Wow, what a finish, what a game, and again, most importantly, what a result as the Rangers get a huge win over the Astros, especially after blowing a 3-1 lead in the eighth. They find a way to get it done. They get the pitching when they need it, and when you got Corey Seager out and Marcus Semien out and Adolis Garcia out, you need somebody to step up. Wyatt tried to do it, just missed by a foot. Ezekiel Duran just missed a bunt. So who gets it done? None other than Dustin Harris, who was just called up from AAA Round Rock. Can't write it up, but that's why we love September baseball, and it's even sweeter when the Rangers win like they do and did tonight. And oh, by the way, they're just now a half game out in the wild card race. And here we go. Welcome into the Rangers POSTCAST, your team every day, and in our case, your team every single game. My name is Jeff Biggs, a longtime host and reporter. Thank you so much for watching Locked On Sports Rangers, your destination after every single game. You can also find us on the Locked On Rangers podcast feed. That is where you will find the great work of Bryce Paterick each and every day. Bryce has been on fire this week, and buckle up, we're not done yet. The roller coaster Rangers, as I'm starting to call them now. We still have 20 games left to go, and I mean, this was a 4-hour game, and this is only game one with 5 more left to go between the Rangers and the Astros. All right, I know a lot of you are live. A lot of you have already jumped in with your comments, so let's get after it.
This is what you'll be talking about.
I got to say, full disclosure, I thought I had a pretty good script for this one. I had the Jake Burger picture. I had What a Burger for the headline. Thought it was going to be nice and sweet with 3-1 and kind of early on a Friday night. And then Chris Martin came in, and there went that script. So I'll tell you what, though, Rangers back at home after that tough road trip. Tough in the sense that you start 4-0 and then lose the last two the way that they did. That's why I call them the roller coaster Rangers. You just don't know, and we're not going to know. I mean, honestly, we're not going to know until we get to the end of the month. So there's going to be wins. There's going to be great wins like tonight, and you know what? Guarantee you there's going to be some tough losses here before the end of the month. The question is, will the wins outweigh the losses, and will there be enough to get them into the playoffs? Also, I don't know if we have any medical professionals out there, but I don't want to say it. I was going to say, does anyone know the Heimlich? Because the Mariners are choking, but don't want to go there. I'm just saying they kind of walked into that because they kind of crowned themselves, and everybody crowned them as the best in baseball, and they were going to get to the World Series for the first time, and they had already kind of won everything, and we were still in July. So it is what it is. But hey, a lot of baseball left. I know they're going to bounce back, but it's up to the Rangers now. You're half game out. Here we go. 20 games. On your mark, get set, go. So really quickly, I'm not going to go too long here. Talked about what happened. Great job, again, by Dustin Harris to get the game-winning hit. Good for him, man. I mean, the guy has been on a tear at AAA. 17-game hitting streak that he brought with him. You can make it a nice 18 here with his walk-off hit win tonight. But left-handed bat, little athleticism, gives Bruce Bochy another option to split some time right now with Alejandro Osuna. And like we've been saying, with all these injuries, it's going to be Rangers by committee the rest of the way, pretty much every single game. But for the Rangers to pull this one out the way that they did, just outstanding. I'll tell you what, I thought really quickly, Merrill Kelly did a great job. I mean, he was dealing. And I'll tell you what, for Machine Gun Merrill to step up the way that he did tonight in September, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, change up, changing speeds, just really, really impressive. And they're going to need that. They're going to need that the rest of the way. Huge start tomorrow for Jacob deGrom going up against Hunter Brown. You know how much respect and affection that I have for Jacob deGrom, but there's certain starts, right, that you kind of got to put a little check next to, right? And tomorrow night's one of those. Tomorrow night's like one of those. Okay, there's been some games, but dude, this is where Jacob, the man, needs to come through and needs to put the young up and coming Hunter Brown in his place and let him know who the Jedi Master really is. And so I'm hoping we'll see that tomorrow night, primetime on Fox. It's going to be great. I not a second guess, first guess. I loved that Merrill was able to get through the 7th inning, but first guess, not second guess. I said, oh man, we've just got 2 innings to go for the bullpen. And I was concerned. I said it out loud. It wasn't a second guess. It was a first guess. And if you're Chris Martin, man, you just cannot give up that home run. I mean, you can pitch around, you can do, but you can't leave one right in the middle of the plate for him to hit out of the ballpark like that. And I know it almost went foul, but and I don't need to say that. He knows that clearly, but you just can't give up a home run in that situation. You just can't do that. So lesson learned. And, I know Bruce Bochy's gotten a lot on his plate trying to juggle all this, and that's why he is the manager that he is. But hey, it was a little concerning when the Rangers kept squandering all those chances inning by inning, and you're thinking, oh man. But to their credit, they got the outs when they needed to, and they finally got the big hit, and good to see them get McCullers the way that they did. So good win tonight. Had to get this first one, really set the tone, and can't wait for game 2 tomorrow night with deGrom and Hunter Brown. All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to hear from you via the Rangers comment crew. Rangers, though, beat the Astros in 12 innings in the opener of this weekend showdown, 4-3 the final. This is the Rangers POSTCAST. Oh, you know what? I need to download something here really quick that I forgot to do, and that's on me, and it's my fault, and I'm going to do this really quick, and I'm sorry if you can see that, but there we go. Okay, so because we got to welcome to the show Zippix. This episode is brought to you by Zippix Toothpicks. Now, whether you're looking for nicotine satisfaction or an energy boost, Zippix has you covered with their nicotine and caffeine-infused toothpicks. Now, for nicotine users, Zippix provides a discreet way to satisfy cravings and the hand-to-mouth habit without vaping or smoking. Zippix can be a helpful tool as you work to reduce your dependence on vaping. Available in 6 great flavors with 2 milligrams and 3 milligrams of nicotine options. And if you need energy without the crash, their caffeine toothpicks are a game changer. So go to zippixtoothpicks.com, use code LOCKEDON for 10% off your first order. Must be 21 or older to order. Warning, nicotine is an addictive chemical. That's zippixtoothpicks.com. Promo code LOCKEDON. Zip more, smoke less with Zippix toothpicks. And it's time to fuel up and turn it up with 5-Hour Energy Transfusion. This great ginger and lime flavored shot brings the iconic taste of golf course favorite to a non-alcoholic boost. Perfect for sinking birdies or making great memories with friends. It's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Now, whether you're on the course or you just need a little extra push to power through your day, 5-Hour Energy Transfusion delivers the clubhouse flavor you love without ever leaving the green. I know, I think one of the most ridiculous shots I've ever seen was a guy got like just right next to the cup from an elevated green on a par 3. All right. So golf, it's all about the good times with good people and good flavors. And the grape ginger lime flavor of 5-Hour Energy Transfusion gives you the best parts of your clubhouse go-to without leaving the course or chasing down the bev cart. Now you can up the fun even more. Just buy, snap, and enter for a chance to win a dream golf trip for 2 to any golf tournament in the USA. Tee up that trip. Visit 5-he-win.com for full rules and entry. No purchase necessary. Excludes the Masters tournament. Ends October 31st, 2025. All right, it's great to be back with you after the Rangers get a walk-off win in 12 innings. They beat the Astros by the final of 4-3. And let's get right to it. Leading us off tonight, the championship game. I'm sorry, Keith got in there first. Keith, the championship game's getting in there as well. Mark says this might be the Rangers season right here. So you guys were going at it early before the game ended. All good. Thank you guys for getting in. Keith, hope you're going to hit the water this weekend. TCG, we got to get you going to get somebody else going. We got to get the offense going, TCG. So we need you to call some people out here. A lot of great comments. Love you guys getting in and being a part of the show. There is Alf. Alf, how you doing, buddy? Hope you and Shirley are great. I did see your comments last night on the Cowboy Show. Please forgive me. As you saw, we really didn't get a chance to get to any comments. Different show, different vibe. The three of us were working together on that for the first time last night after that game. And so didn't get a chance to give you a shout out, but I will moving forward. But I'm glad that you got in, and tough loss. Got to win that game if you're the Cowboys. But hey, Alf, hope you're doing okay, and thank you for the support, and good win tonight, man. Huge win. The Astros. The Astros they're scuffling a little bit. They're certainly not the team they've been. They're trying to hang on, but I don't think anybody can say that they're a lock to win the division. I don't think anybody can say Seattle is a lock to win the division. Again, we got 3 weeks left, and I think it buckle up. It is going to be fun. It's going to be awesome, but it is wide open. Nick getting in there. At least we're still not on the West Coast. Let's see. I'm trying to get to some more current comments. Train Guy, welcome back. Dustin Harris, I love it. Peagle up. Silent Doom 79. I called it. As soon as I saw Harris come up, I said, this is our guy. Good for you, man. Good for you. That was great. And can't say enough what his hit, not only to get the win, but I mean, it just completely flips the momentum, and it just completely sets a different tone for this weekend, and just everything. I mean, it's hard to really articulate or to put into words just what a big win this was. I know it's only game one, and they could hey, with Hunter Brown on the mound, they could lose tomorrow, but there's something about getting that first win that really sets the tone, and they got to keep it going, and they got to win these games at home for sure. Keith says, like Bryce said the other day, these young guys don't know any better. Yeah, they don't. They don't. They're playing with house money right now, and they got nothing to lose. And really, all the pressure is on on the pitchers and everybody else. I mean, they're enjoying it, and they're just trying to win and trying to help and stay in the moment. And it's cool to watch. Love it. Nick says, I love this team so much. TCG says, Hellman, Freeman, Osuna, Moore, Harris. Yeah. Silent Doom, I'm not, I don't know if I'm going to go with the little rascals. I'm going to just go with the young Rangers, but it's okay. You guys can, you can stick with that. But it's okay. No big deal. But yeah, they're balling out right now and got to keep it going. BB says a little scary at the end, but good for Harris. Laura Berry. Good evening, Laura. Way too exciting. 0-13 with runners in scoring position until that hit. Bullpen did great after Martin. Yeah, they really did. We knew the Phil Maton matchup against the Astros was going to happen. We got that right out of the way. And Sean Armstrong was great. And hey, you know what? Props too. It's been a rough, couple of months for Robert Garcia, but I thought he pitched really well tonight as well. No doubt. Great point. Get a couple more here before we wrap things up. Silent Doom says, why do these games have to last so long? Hey man, I didn't go to bed last night until after 1, so I'm right there with you, brother. But it's okay. It feels so much better when they win. Like they did tonight. What a great win. What a great win, especially against this team, for sure. Oh, yeah. Silent Doom says maybe we get Seager back last week of the season. So, yeah, we had an update. I forgot to mention that. Corey was at the ballpark, had the appendectomy on the 28th, said he hopes to return this season. I mean, I'm not trying to be critical, but I don't see why he shouldn't be able to come back in a couple weeks for sure. I think he should still be able to get back for that final week. I'll be surprised if he doesn't. And, we'll see how Marcus and his foot recovers as well. But unfortunately, Adolis placed on IL retroactively with a quad strain. One positive, Bruce Bochy said that he thinks he's optimistic that Adolis will be available to return when he is eligible to be activated, and that will be on the 13th when they're in New York against the Mets. And also to make room for Dustin Harris, John Gray was moved to the 60-day IL, so his season is over, done, and speculation is probably his 4-year Rangers career is over as well. You never know, I mean, he already got, his big payday. You never say never that a guy in his position trying to rehab, trying to get back, wouldn't want to stay with the Rangers on a lesser deal, an incentive-laden deal, a minor league deal, whatever. So we'll see. But John Gray will not be pitching again this season. Paul Cooper, welcome back, Harris. The vibes in the clubhouse must be sky high. Isaac getting in. Let's go. Dustin Harris. Apparently that was the only hit of the game with runners in scoring position. Yeah, Laura pointed that out right on. Paul Wilson says, watched my son-in-law, a native Houstonian and Astros fan, watched it with, the game sucked until it didn't. Nice. That's awesome. Love that. That is outstanding. David A. says Rangers pulled through big time. Isaac says so many chances for the game not to last so long. Yeah, Wyatt just missed, and poor Zeke, man. I thought that was going to stay in as well. Ethan Cantu getting in there. Welcome, Ethan. Half game out. What else? My computer's acting weird here. Dustin, we're coming, Seattle. After 12 innings, we get the win. Love it. Thank you, Ethan, for getting in. Isaac said Seattle about to be knocked out of a playoff spot. I hope so. I hope that happens. Chromo says took long enough, and we'll get one more. There's Alf and TCG. There we go. I got it. See, I start at the top, and so it takes me a while to get down here to the bottom. But thank you guys. Love you guys. Ricky says, who is this Robert Garcia guy and where did he come from? Yeah, I'm with you, man. Boy, wouldn't that be great if he got hot again and was able to really be a plus in the bullpen, right? I hope so. I hope he kind of got his second win, right? Okay. Joe M says solid win. TCG says get these Okies out here. Keith, thank you for your time as well. Silent Doom says I live by the airport. All right. Hey guys, awesome. Love you guys. Thanks for staying up late. Thank you for waiting around for after the game, especially on a Friday night. Great win tonight, though. 4-3 of the final in 12 innings. I will be back with you tomorrow night after game 2. Hope that you can join me then. We'll be live right afterwards and can't wait for Jacob deGrom and Dustin Brown. But the final score tonight, have a great Saturday because the Rangers beat the Astros in 12. Dustin Harris with a walk-off hit in the bottom of the 12th. This has been the Rangers POSTCAST.